Hey guys, going to do a review on the Source water bladders. I have both the 2-liter and the 3-liter one here today. Between the two, they're pretty much exactly the same. This one just holds 3 liters, this one holds 2 liters. This one's a little bit smaller, so I'll use this for demonstration purposes. So it's a pretty basic water bladder. You've got your water bladder, you've got the fill knob on the top here. You've got a little hook here that can swivel around any direction that you want, that you could hook like a carabiner on if you wanted, and hang it from a tree. Although you do have the nice hand loop at the top here as well, so you can hang that from a tree or hang that in your backpack, or if you have one of those Velcro strips on the top of your water bladder area of your backpack to hold the water up. It does have a nice large fill hole here, and the cap is really easy to use. Even if your hands are cold, you can still open and close it pretty easily. It has the quick release on the bottom, so that you can store your drinking tube somewhere else and you can put it on there pretty easily. Also, if you're drying it, you can stick the drinking tube into here, and it just allows for a little bit more airflow, especially if you're out backpacking and you don't want to carry something along to stick in here. You can also stick in a stick if you wanted, I guess, but there is a possibility that you could puncture the bag. So right there, just stuck it in. Just opens it up so that the air can get out. On the actual drinking tube, comes with a dirt and sand guard on the bite valve here. It's pretty simple with the bite valve. You just turn it to open it, turn it back to close it, and then just bite as you suck in and you'll get the water. One issue I've had with this is, even with an insulating sleeve on this, I find that the water will freeze right in the corner here. If it's cold enough out in like -10, -15 degrees Celsius, you'll find that it'll start to ice up a little bit in here and you won't be able to get the water out. One way around that is to just stick the bite valve part into your coat as you're hiking, so this will just slide behind you, and then you just stick that in your coat and it'll stay warm enough so that it doesn't freeze. Other than that, the only real issue that I've had with this, well, a couple issues I guess. One of the issues is that when you're emptying it out, because of the shape of the fill valve here, as you're emptying it out, you can't quite get all the water out, so you'll find that the water pools around the sides and the edges, which makes it really hard for drying later. One way I found to get around that is to just stick a little piece of paper towel right at the very top here, and then as you empty out the last little dribbles of water, it'll soak up any of the water that doesn't quite make it and get stuck in the corners. The only other issue I've had with this is that still after a year of using this, it still kind of tastes like plastic if I don't use it for a little while. Like, if I find that if I wash it with a little bit of dish soap and water, it'll get rid of the plastic taste for about a week. And then after that, the plasticky taste will come back and you'll have to wash it out again. The one problem with that is it makes it so that you don't really want to drink as much water, which isn't good because you always have to stay hydrated. Another way around that would be to use some sort of flavored drinking crystals with it, which I have done before. I've used like a Kool-Aid, and that worked fine. I didn't get the plasticky taste with that. But other than that, pretty simple, pretty sturdy plastic material here. I haven't had any of these puncture. They haven't worn down on any of the corners or anything. None of them have ever leaked on me. I did read a comment on one of the reviews that I saw on this that they were having problems with it leaking if it was upside down. I did have that same problem right at the very beginning. The only thing I had to do was tighten down. Like it kind of comes in 3 pieces. Just take it all apart here just so you can see. So you can actually go with this on or without it on. If you want it on, you just slide it down and then you screw this on top. And the problem with it leaking is that this wasn't tightened down enough. But if you tighten it down the rest of the way, you won't have any more problems with it. So if it's just a little bit loose, you will get some water leaking out. So just make sure that's nice and tight, as far down as you can get it, and then just tighten the lid nice and tight, and you won't have any problems with leaking or anything like that. Thanks for watching this review on the Source water bladders. I'll see you guys for the next one.